in the Gestapo-style Guardian's office, again, as you put it. But what did the regular members think about this? I mean, what were these organizations set up to do as far as the rest of the church was concerned?
Well, they were set up to police the organization and to enforce Hubbard's increasingly more insane policies. Okay, Scientology now with all these mom and pop centers out there, and what they would do, they would get new people in and sell them the basic beginning courses, and then feed them to the main organizations for the more advanced courses. So they were feeders to the main organizations. Well, Hubbard started taking over these mom and pop operations one by one. So he formed this little Sea Org, org short for organization, and they all had military Navy uniforms. See, L. Ron Hubbard fancied himself a sea captain. You know, he awarded himself a rank. He called himself the Commodore L. Ron Hubbard. One of the big lies that Scientology promotes is one that Hubbard promoted himself, that during World War II, he was a wounded war hero. Now, he was in World War II. He was in the Navy, but he was never in combat. But he concocted these elaborate stories about being the commander of the ship and being wounded and blinded, and healed himself with his remarkable Dianetic discoveries. These are all big bullshit lies that have been proven time and time again, but the Church of Scientology still promotes it. But he had this fantasy as a sea captain, and that's what he formed the Sea Org. They bought this big old yacht. They put on uniforms, and Hubbard started wearing this captain's, this Commodore's uniform. Okay? And so the purpose of this outfit was to take over all these mom and pop Scientology centers, which they did one by one. I got to know a guy in Florida, Ralph Swanson, had a little center there. Nice guy. He and his wife were typical of good, idealistic Scientologists that existed at that time and still exist within Scientology today. They saw this as a means of improving their life and helping others improve their life. They never had any idea of being in a vicious Nazi cult, you know. But Hubbard sent out his SS troops, his Sea Org people. They just moved right in and took over his center overnight. Kicked him out on the street.
And what about the Guardian's office?
Well, the Guardian's office was disbanded after the Mary Sue, after they went to, after Mary Sue and the others went to prison.
Right, but
it became the Office of Special Affairs,
as you said. But what was the organization set up to do? What, as far as the members were concerned, what was the Guardian's office there for?
Well, it's just to oversee the whole Scientology operation, to keep everybody in line, you know, to punish all the transgressors and that sort of thing.
And did you or anyone else that you're aware of ever step back and say, why am I in a church that needs its own police force?
Yeah, well, certainly I did, and everyone I knew in Scientology has long been out of Scientology. Okay.
Did anyone go to to anyone senior to them in the church and just say, well, what's going on here? I mean,
yes, people tried, but they would get thrown right out. They would be given a committee of evidence, okay, a COMEV. A committee of evidence is where a group of Scientologists get together and decide that you are a criminal, and you'll either be given a ethics action or you'll be declared a suppressive person and kicked out. So yes, a lot of people did try, but there was nobody listening.